Hi everyone, welcome to Builder Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not in either any of these blokes, at least I think I'm not in this game, but this is my old mate Ravvi. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, this is a Tier 10 extravaganza. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, one of the officers in 1AR, look at that, he's got the new Chinese heavy tank, the WZ111. It's a pretty groovy looking tank if you ask me. It's on Fisherman's Bay, and look, I tell you, I've got to be honest with you, this is probably not the part of the map I would go to in a Chinese heavy tank. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull, formerly known as Ravvi, he did change his name, for those who, I think he was sick of being asked what part of India he was from. And he did ask me the question once, he said, why do people think I'm Indian? Your name's Ravvi. Ravvi's an Indian name, and I used to work with a gentleman called Ravvi. He was a pure gentleman. If he's watching, big shout out to Ravvi, the guy I used to work with on the big day. And of course, he is retired now. Really nice guy. And I think he might have even retired back to India. But that's a totally different story and totally irrelevant to this extravaganza of Tier 10 replays. We're going to feature two battles from Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull, and two battles from my old mate Skims from Pyro Clan. It is the French tank destroyer. What's it called again? I'm going to have to Google it because it's slipped my mind already. The Foch B, of course, the Foch B, the new version of the Tier 10 French tank destroyer. Anyway, Ravvi's off to a little bit of a slow start. Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull, and that's why I put the Aussie in his name, as we mentioned. Now, the enemy team very kindly knocked that tree over for Ravvi so he could have a shot at the E75. Unfortunately, the shot didn't go through, and I think he's starting to think maybe this is not the right position for me in a top tier heavy tank. 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. The Panzer Kampfwagen 7 on the enemy team, which is my old mate Pugsley from TC Clan. I think he might have swapped clans again. The Jagdpanzer E100 on the enemy team, and the Batchat, which has already been taken out on the enemy team, which you might think that that's pretty good, but the Centurion Action X on Ravvi's team's also been taken out. So both teams are down by 1 Tier 10 tank. Ravvi still yet to get on the scoreboard. That shot, the last shot he fired, did look like it was destined to go into the side of the IS-3, but it looks like it might have just went a little bit low. He's blocked a little bit of damage, but apart from that, he's just sort of kicking back up here, and it's... Look, I'm not really sure if... not really sure. I don't know if I would... But this is... Ravvi's a much better player than me. I'm not questioning where he is on the map, but I think he wants to get some shots into those heavy tanks, and when you look at it, gee, I know what you're thinking. Stewie, what are you featuring this bloke for? That Batchat 12T was not destined for greatness up there. He's got the heat rounds loaded. Finally gets on the scoreboard with a shot into the E75. Now, the heat round is a premium round of ammunition, 490 average damage, 340 penetration, and there's another penetrating shot into the OHO. Standard rounds will give you 250 penetration, which for a Tier 10 heavy, I don't know, is that normal? Oh, another shot goes down. So far, he's only landed 2 shots out of maybe 6, so this is not going to be... there you go, finally gets a shot into the side of the IS-3. That should have been his 3rd shot into the side of the Tier 8 Russian heavy tank, but unfortunately, RNG, not really on Ravvi's side. Nothing wrong with the way he aimed those shots, but those shots just went into the dirt. You know, he's hull down. Gee, you heard the glass break then when he loses his optics. But he's looking towards these enemy tanks. Gets a shot into the IS-3. Still looking towards those heavy tanks. They're down by 2 tanks, 310, and Ravvi's decided, look, I'm going to have to go in and fight like a heavy here because friendly tanks aren't doing too well as far as surviving goes. Gets a shot into the E75, but he turns him into a one-shot. The IS-3 goes down to the M46KR, but unfortunately, artillery and Batchat 12T and the 704 all get taken out in just a few seconds. Ravvi gets his first kill, gets rid of the IS-3, loses his gun, quick tap of the 4 key, fixes his gun, and then looking towards that VK4502B, gets that kill. 6-9's the score. It's certainly not over yet. Ravvi on 2 kills, 3,000 damage. Imagine if you had have landed all those shots. I think that damage might be maybe a little bit higher, but I think in the end, Ravvi's the one that killed those tanks anyway. Looking at the mini-map, you can see that the enemy team have broken through the western side of the map. All of Ravvi's forces are on the east. He's looking towards that one. How did that one go through? Fuck off, that did not go through. Anyway, he's left the Batchat 12T, a one-shot for the E75, and the E75's done the right thing and gotten rid of the French Tier 8 auto-loading light tanks. 8-9 the score now. Ravvi on 2 kills, 4,206 damage, 1860 damage blocked by armour. Looking for a cheeky shot on that Hawk 12, who's not going to make himself the easiest tank in the world to spot. Ravvi pinging the base like an absolute ripper. The RU251 from PB Clack Clan says, hold my beer, I've got this, I'll spot that for you. Ravvi pinging like a champion. He'll be raging, he'll be saying, we don't want to lose this to capping. And finally a few tanks on the cap get spotted, but Ravvi's too far away to reset. He can't see him. 6 seconds left, 5 seconds left, and now finally he waits for it to aim. Gets a shot into the side of the Panzer Kampfwagen 7. That's Pugsley. Now he knows that the Tier 10 heavy tank has been reset. He wants to get a kill on the T10. Bounces the T10. Hopefully somebody else can get a reset with only 3 seconds left. Somebody does. So Ravvi's taking a look at the Conway, thinking maybe the Conway's the tank with the next most amount of cap points, but it looks like the Conway didn't have any cap points at all. Just the Panzer Kampfwagen in there, who Ravvi's just put another shot into. 45 seconds left on the cap timer now. Not too bad as far as the cap timer goes. Looks like they're no longer trying to cap. Pugsley gets sent out. Ravvi says, hold my beer, I've got this. 3 kills, 5,772 hit points of damage. He's certainly making up for those lost shots earlier on. He's back to standard rounds. No idea where that shot on the T-54 lightweight went. I think it went into the like the post, like the veranda, I guess you might call it, of that house. He's going to have to just go straight for that T-54 lightweight, because that T-54 lightweight's just going to continue to snipe away. The IS-3 gets rid of the pesky Russian light tank, and that brings the advantage for the first time in a long time back to Ravvi's team. 11-10 before the IS-3 goes down to the Jagdpanzer E100, last spotted over here at H for Harry 3. Gee, the Conway certainly felt that one. The Conway down to a 1 shot now, and Ravvi looks like he's looking towards the Tier 9 British tank destroyer, trying to keep himself as hard as possible to shoot. Picks up his kill. Artillery shoots Ravvi for 296 hit points, but good thing that he kept all that health, because he's still got 1,200 hit points up his sleeve. The E75 picks up the kill on the Hawk 12. That's a Tier 8 German light tank. The Jagdpanzer E100 looks like he might now be all alone. Artillery's up here, and Ravvi's pinging the map like a madman. The E75, what kind of health is the E75 on? He's just out of view, but looks like Ravvi's going to... I'm not sure what Ravvi's going to do. Clearly doesn't want to get shot by the Jag. Looks like he's going to try and move into a bit of a flanking manoeuvre. If you get one tank on each side of that Jag, there's no way the Jag will be able to shoot them both. I guess that's the way Ravvi's thinking. We can't see the E75. The RU251's gone artillery hunting, and Ravvi giving him some good advice. Be careful. Yeah, I don't think this is my first game. He's just been spotted. Who's been spotted? Must be from over. Maybe artillery's down here where Ravvi just pinged the map. Of course, he's got to watch his back. You'd probably rather get hit by a M40, M43 than a Jagdpanzer E100, I guess. The last shot that the M40, M43 put into Ravvi was for 296 hit points. I'm guessing that's what would be spotting him, unless the Jags moved up the 2 line. But you'd imagine, well, who knows? I mean, who knows? It could be the Arty, it could be the Jag. Nobody knows where the artillery is. The artillery's probably gone straight down the 1 line. They won that 1 line pretty early on, the enemy team, and you can't blame him for starting to move down that way. Now, Ravvi looks like he's thinking about what to do. There's the Jag, and the Jag looks like he's aiming Ravvi's way. That was never really going to do much. That shot and that RU251 looking a little bit nervous. The E75, we're still out of view range. We still can't see what kind of health he's on. He's been sitting there for a long time. He's not going to have shots on that Jagdpanzer E100. Ravvi moving into a good position here, while the Jagdpanzer E100 will be looking at the RU251 thinking, "You're beauty, this is going to be easy damage if I can shoot the RU251." Ravvi making the most of it. Goes for the tracking shot first. It's clearly fixed his tracks. So he's going for the second tracking shot, which is the right thing to do. Picked up some damage as well, and now they can both simply farm some damage into the Jagdpanzer E100 and hope the artillery isn't looking their way. Something just hit the M40. Something just hit the RU-251, which must have been the artillery. Ravvi asked for the top gun in the chat. Look, he certainly deserves it. He's had a good game. And there is the artillery. Don't stuff that shot up. He doesn't. Picks up the top gun. Carries the game with 6 kills. 7,846 hit points of damage. 3,000 damage blocked. And that is most certainly an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for me old mate Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull from 1AR clan. Let's have a quick look at the result before we move on to the next battle, which is going to be something entirely different. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, Defender Medal for getting those cap resets in the second half of the game. Remember, there was 3 on it. It just kept staying below 10 seconds for a hell of a long time. The Steel Wall for that bounce damage, High Caliber, Top Gun, Ace Tanker, thank you very much. 1,319 base experience, 7,846 damage done, 6 kills, and the guy who got second was Uber Marshall. Shout out to him from PB Cat Clan. 2,000 damage, 1,793 assisted damage. Not a bad game at all. A few of the friendly tanks fell over pretty quickly, and he even made some credits in that battle. 48,500 credits with a premium account, 29 shots fired, 24 hit, 18 did damage, so not too bad in the end. He sort of, I think the second half of that game made up for the first half when he kept missing those heavy tanks in the city. As we move on to our second game, this is Skims AU from Pyro Clan. Skims in the recently refurbished, I guess you could say, AMX Foch B. The AMX Foch B is the new version of the Tier 10 French tank destroyer, and it's the one with the, what is it? It's a 6-shot autoloader now. 6-shot autoloader, 120mm gun, 400 damage, 257 penetration with standard, 325 with APCR rounds, which is premium ammunition. First shot just manages to track the T57. Second shot goes through. Third shot looks like he might have hit the stones. Fourth shot hits the Carnarvon. He bounced the Carnarvon, tracks the T57 heavy. One more shot. Thank you very much. 1,285 damage done in that clip. So 1,285. Only 3 damaging shots out of the 6, but still not too bad. He pulls back for the reload, and he's clearly looking at the mini-map. Now, Skims has been around for a long time. One of probably the main caller for Pyro, I guess. He's pretty famous for his calling abilities from when he was in Nebraska Clan. I think that's how it's said. And now, of course, Pyro. And now he's obviously, it becomes second nature that he's got one eye on the mini-map. I reckon he knows that T57 Heavy was on the reload. That's why he's gone for the tracking shot first. Kills him. He's still got 2 bullets left to unload into the AMX 5120. He bounces the French auto-loading Tier 9 heavy tanks. Bounces him again. And that brings his damage up to 3,471 hit points. 1,080 damage blocked. He has copped a bit of damage, but he's still got 1,096 hit points up his sleeve. Just going to kick back behind this wall. There's no artillery to worry about, so he can safely hide behind this wall while he reloads. As long as these enemy tanks don't push. They push on him, he's going to be gone for all money. The T95, Carnarvon, what else is around there to help? Conqueror, they might be able to do a few things, but Skims AU from Pyro is getting ready. 3,500 damage done, 1,000 damage blocked. Got the full clip of APCR rounds loaded here for 325 penetration. Extra 68 penetration. He won't need it for the side of the AMX 5120. Unlucky not to clip the side of the turret in that shot. That would have been an absolute ripper. 3 alls to score. See, the Conqueror just put a shot into the Tier 9 auto-loading French tank, and I reckon Skims is pretty confident that that he's reloading. So he kills the Scorpion G, tracks the AMX 5120, kills him again. That's his 3rd kill, and one last shot for the Patriot tank, the T26E5 Premium Tier 8 American heavy tank, and that brings the score up to 6-4. 4 kills to Skims, nearly 4,000 damage, only 2 hit points off 4,000 damage. We know he's going to do more because the score's only 6-4. They're only winning by 2 tanks, and let's be honest, if Skims hadn't have taken out those 4 tanks, they'd still be down by 2 on Pilsen. Very good map awareness. He's decided not to continue with that push down the west. He's going back towards the base because there's plenty of tanks to shoot at. Plenty of tanks going for his base. in this game. Sees the T28 prototype, stays hull down a little bit, gets kill number 5. They're still only down. They're still only winning, I should say, by 1 tank, and he's got 5 of the 7 kills. He's certainly doing his job in the Foch, and this is in an auto loader. You might be tempted to reload at this point in time, but he's still got 4 shots. Now 4 shots is going to be enough to get rid of that AMX 30B. If he pokes, is he going to poke, you reckon? I think he's just going to stay there. There's lots of medium tanks there, and every single one of them should be an easy one to pen for Skims AU. None of them really got a hell of a lot of armor. Looks like the 1390. Looks like he's getting a little bit cheeky there, showing his patience. And I suppose that's what every good caller has got when it comes to clan wars and tournaments and all that kind of stuff. Looks like the 30B might have just fired. Is he going to make his move? He'll be certainly looking towards that FV. That FV will be crazy to poke again. Okay, he's got 4 bullets left. It'll take 2 shots to kill the 30B, unless somebody else takes him down a peg. Shoots towards the AMX, doesn't quite land the shot. 3 bullets left in the clip. Now they won't know how many bullets he's got left, because he did use some of them. There's his 6th kill. There's his 7th kill with 1 shell left. He bounces the AMX 30B, and the bat chat says, "Hold my beer, I've got this." 7 kills to Skims AU from Pyro. The score's still 10-7, so only 3 other tanks have been killed, apart from the 7 that Skims has picked up. He's on the reload, and he's switched back to standard rounds, because there's nothing really with a great amount of armor left, apart from maybe the stewiejp 103-0, which we all know that can be a tough nut to crack at times. It's just got that trollish armor, I guess. 12-7. The STRV is miles away. The STA1 will probably be his next target, along with the AMX 1390, should he catch him. Let's see what he does. 12-7 on Pilsen. 5,350 damage done. 1,700 damage blocked by armor. Hold my beer. I've got this. This will be easy money all the way. Gets rid of the STA1 to confirm the Radley Walters for 8 kills. Looks like the stewiejp's just gone down, and that's just going to leave the AMX 1390, which you can see down in K2 or K3. Looks like he's running away like a little scaredy cat. And look, I can't say I blame you. That's probably what I'd be doing as well. But Skims AU from Pyro certainly having a ripper of a game. 8 kills, 5,940 hit points of damage, 1,700 damage blocked by armor, 89 assisted damage. Let's not forget about the 89 assisted damage. Looks like he's trying to get a different angle to try and get towards the AMX 1390, but maybe just in case he sort of runs around this way. But I think it might be all over before he gets there in this epic battle on Pilsen. Remember, they were down by a few tanks before Skims started cleaning up these enemy tanks. The bat chat does his job, and in the end, a pretty good result. 15-8 was never looking like 15-8 on in that replay. It was looking pretty ordinary, to be fair. Early on, before Skims started just unloading that French 6-shot, the six shooter. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on Pilsen. Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect, Radley Walters, High Caliber, Top Gun. Thank you very much. Clearly topped the score charts with 5,940 hit points of damage, 8 kills, 1,290 base experience. He fired 26 shots, 23 hit, 19 did damage. That was enough for an ace. Made a few credits too, even though he fired a few APCR rounds with a premium account. Not too bad at all. Ace Tanker, Skims AU from Pyro. Thank you very much. We move on to our third replay in this extravaganza of tier 10 tanks. It's Skims again and again in the AMX 50 Foch B. The AMX 50 Foch B, the tier 10 French auto-loading tank destroyer. Now this, without giving too much away, this isn't going to be quite as fast as furious as that last battle. This time we're on steps, and he's going west. I haven't gone west on steps for a long time. Maybe that's an option I might start exploring next time I land on this map. 3 tier 10s on each team, an IS-7, a Patton, and a Grill on the enemy team. T57, a Patton, and the mighty Foch B on Skims' team. Skims is not stuffing around here. He's going straight to where the action happens on the west. And of course, generally, from what I've seen, generally on this map, it generally seems to happen over in the east, and that's probably why there's a little bit more than half the team going that way. But Skims certainly has a little bit of backup over here, just to try and spot and find anything which might be in that open area at F1. It looks like that's what he's looking at over here. Let's see what eventuates. You can see lots of enemy tanks, or maybe not lots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 enemy tanks at the moment over in the east. A couple in the middle. Those ones in the middle will certainly be looked at by the Charioteer, the Revelarici, and the Rimmy Borsig down camping back at base. They're down by a tank. The T10 goes down to the enemy T10. Skims decided we don't really want to be sitting back here camping. We're going to have to aggressively snatch this line. There's a Leopard PTA. Unusual spot for a Leopard PTA for a Tier 9 medium tank, if you ask me. He spots the VK100 01P. Very interesting place for a heavy tank to be. I suppose his low tier is probably thinking that he doesn't want to get blown apart too early on. Skims showing no sign of slowing down, and this is I guess this is what you do with this tank. I've already had a couple of games in the thing, but I guess you just get stuck in there and you just wave that gun around like a big willy and say, "Back and here we go. Hold my beer. Take my damage." Picks up his first kill. Gets advised to fall back. He got 1700 damage in that clip, and he's just up alone against this Leopard PTA. Now, if he had a few more hit points, he could certainly roll on that PTA once he's reloaded. But on 469, that's 2 shots. The last two damaging shots from the Leopard PTA were 250 odd. So 2 shots and he'd be dead. Will he be able to unload a full clip into that Leopard PTA before the PTA shoots him twice or damages him twice? Of course he might. He might bounce a few shots. Yeah, the first shot misses a Leopard. Second shot gets him. 4 all the score now. Skims on 2 kills. 2,313 hit points of damage. Does go for the reload this time. I think he only put 2 or maybe 3. I think he fired 3 shots there, because I remember the first shot went into the dirt. Again, looking at the mini-map, you can see that the VK, the E75 and the Centurion, as well as these 2 in the middle, are aggressively pushing the enemy cap. The enemy team have won the East. They're just being held off by a Revelarici and an M48 Patton, as well as the Remy Borsig back there. Looking there, he'd love to have a full clip loaded now. Looking at the turret, there you go, getting rid of the grill. That could be a game changer there. Getting rid of one of the only Tier 10 tanks. There's only 3 of them, remember. Getting rid of one of those Tier 10s is certainly going to help your team. Lots of enemy tank destroyers kicking back over there in the northeast, and wow, that shot certainly landed. Gets rid of a Tier 9 tank destroyer. That's a couple of pretty big guns. A couple of big guns out of the game. The first shot misses the Patton. The second shot goes through, takes him down to 615 hit points. 4 kills, 3,051 hit points of damage. 6 alls a score. Looks like the T-54 lightweight's trying to keep some cap pressure on. The Batchat 25 TAP, the baby Batchat, gets killed. Skims got 2 shells left. He'd love to get rid of these 2 shells into these tanks. Takes the Scorpion G down a peg, down to 342. 1 more shell left, and it could... Oh, it's so tempting. Gets the top of the Patton, takes another one of the Tier 10s down to 219 hit points, pulls back for the reload. You switch to APCR rounds, because he's going to need all the luck he can get to win this one. 4 kills, 3,819 damage. He's down to 469 hit points. Looking at what's left on the enemy team, I dare say 469 hit points. A number of those tanks could one-shot in the IS. Could. The Patton might take 2 shots at T10 as well, most likely. Maybe even the Scorpion G might be able to one-shot him. He's got to be careful with his hit points. He's certainly done his job. 3,819 damage, but they're still down by a tank. Now, the 416 in the middle looks like he might be all alone. He's clearly thinking about rolling the Tier 8 rear-turreted Russian medium tank. The one in the south just got taken out. That was WZ111 1-4. No, the 1-4 was up the top. The T10 is trying to help. He's trying to help the TD and the medium tank. And I reckon he'd love to have a little bit of, few more hit points now. The Rimby Borsig gets rid of the T10. Skims aiming towards that 416. That 416 is not going to pop again. I dare say that 416 he might get taken out by the E75. The IS7 kills the VK100, and all of a sudden they're down by 3 tanks again. 4 kills to Skims AU from Pyroclan. 3,819 damage. A little bit blocked, not as much block damage as he would have liked. He certainly would have liked a few of those shots that he was taking earlier, especially from that Leopard PTA to bounce on that French armour. Blows the head off the Tiger 2. Did you see that? Did you see the turret just explode? He'll take that kill. That's his 5th kill, but there's no time to sit back and rejoice. He's got a game to carry. They're still down by 2 tanks. The pattern is a one-shot. The Ferdinand, he did take a little bit of health out of the Ferdinand. The IS7's a one-shot if he can get the correct angle. Now that IS7 certainly does look, he's a little bit exposed. He's a little bit out. He does have APCR rounds loaded. And that IS7, he would love to get a shot at the IS7. He's looking towards the Ferdinand, gets one shot into him. Now he's no longer spotted. What does he do? Does he take a reload, or does he take a punt and try and kill that IS7? That Centurion 1 is clearly in the sights of the Tier 10 Russian heavy tank. The Oods picks up the kill from over here in the east, and now all of a sudden it's 2 versus 5. Skims from Pyroclan on 5 kills, 5,500 damage done. He's on the reload. He's up with Hyde 585. Hyde 585. He's having a pretty good game himself. He's on 3 kills in this Tier 10 battle in the Rimmy Borsig, the German one that leads to the grill. 5,500 damage to Skims. 320 damage blocked. He would dearly like a little bit more health. He would have loved if a few of those shots from the pattern, and when he aggressively pushed the west, he would love a few more of those shots to have bounced, similar to the Pilsen game. 2 quick shots gives him his 7th kill, gets rid of the pattern and the IS7. The Udes 03 looks like he's going down the middle. What's left? A Scorpio G and a Ferdinand. The Rimby Borsid picks up his 4th kill, gets rid of the Udes 03. 13 all now is the score. The Ferdinand and the Scorpion G, both at Tier 8, up against Skims AU. It is Foch B, the AMX Foch B, the 6-shooter. He's got 4 APCR rounds left in his clip. Now, he won't need the APCR rounds for the Scorpion G, but the Ferdinand can be a bit of a tough nut to crack, even at Tier 8. 13 all is the score. Is looking over, looking. You'd imagine it's, look, it's hard to say, isn't it? With different equipment loadouts and all that kind of stuff, it's hard to say who might be able to outvision who. Hyde 585, what's the kind of health he on 187, so he needs to be a little bit careful as well. Finds the Ferdinand, 2 quick shots, puts the Ferdinand out of his misery. Does he reload? He's got 2 shells left. Who knows what the Scorpion G's on? X Factor. Do I know? Is that the same X Factor that I was in a clan with a couple of years ago? Who knows? He takes the reload. Did he just say that? He just affirmative. I saw the affirmative button. I thought maybe the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger advised him to reload, and about chat 25 TAP putting his 2 bobs worth in the in-game chat. Skims letting the little Tier 8 bloke know that he's on the reload. He's nearly loaded. He's switched back to standard rounds because it's a Scorpion G. And look, if they go together, the Scorpion G can only kill one of them, and you would imagine the Scorpion G would probably aim at the Tier 8 first, the Tier 8 being a paper tank. Who knows, maybe Skims will block some more damage here. The Scorpion G on 2 kills. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of, he's a pretty handy player, the Scorpion G player, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of. Skims AU from Pyroclan on 8 kills, 6,842 damage done, 320 damage blocked. Hyde 585 in the Rimby Borsig, doing the right thing, playing the what would you call it? Playing the bait, sitting on the cap circle, clearly letting the Scorpion G know exactly where he is, and Skims gonna maybe pop up here, and once the Scorpion G gets spotted, hopefully pick up kill number 9, which would be unbelievable. He's already got himself a Top Gun and a Radley Walters, and with nearly 7,000 damage done, you would imagine that he has high caliber as well, and maybe a few other things. Remember, he blew the top off that Tiger 2, the We actually saw his turret go straight up in the air. Skims from Pyro, 8 kills, 6,842 damage done. Rimby Borsig sitting on the cap. X Factor from Havoc Clan in the Scorpion G. He's not having a bad game himself. He's on 2 kills. Nobody on his team, apart from the Object 416, has got more than 2 kills. 40 seconds left on the cap. What's going to happen here? Nail-biting stuff. He's decided, stuff it. I'm not going to go looking for. I'm not going to go looking for this Scorpion G. He made his way over to there. Couldn't see him. Thought he'd come back here and aim the other way, and also provide a little bit of cover for the Rimby Borsig, who's got most of the cap points. In the end, they cap it out. He sends him a platoon invite. He shoots and kills the Scorpion G. The platoon invite gets created. Everybody gets the girls. Everybody comes back and wins. They capped it. They killed them all. And in the end, what an epic result in the end. Of course, they created that platoon to give the, pardon me, to get these extra medals here, which we'll get to in a minute. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Skims AU from Pyro. Bruiser Medal, Demolition Expert for blowing the head off that Tiger 2. Duelist, 5 for effect. Radley Walters for getting 8 kills. Well, he actually got 9 in the end. Crucial contribution for the platoon, which did 12 out of the 15 kills. Brothers in Arms for getting 3 kills each and surviving. High caliber Top Gun. Thank you very much. And that's what he's named it. My best battle in the Foch. Shout out to Hyde 585 in the Rimby Borsig. He might have only got 2,500 damage compared to Skims' 7,184, but he got over 2,000 assisted damage in a tier 8 tank destroyer in a tier 10 game. That's why he got up the top of the list. And look at all those medals he got as well. Skims having a perler as well. 25 shots fired, 20 hit. They all did damage. 7,184. Little bit of block damage and cap points. Ace Tanker, thank you very much. That one was an absolute ripper and a good close finish at the end too. Bad luck to X Factor for not being able to pull that one off. Let's have a look at the fourth and final replay. Jesus Christ. Don't adjust your sets, ladies and gentlemen. This is clearly taken not long after the Christmas camouflages came out. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull back again in the Object 430. This is Object 430. This is a tank I reckon I'm going to be playing more games in. It's a very, very fun game. Of course, it's all going to get... it's all going to change pretty soon. Now, you might be forgiven for thinking that Ravvi got into a bit of trouble there. Very, very lucky indeed that FE215B 183 didn't blow him a new hole. Well, you know what I mean. Here's another bloke who's got some Christmas wrapping paper for Christmas. Gets the tracking shot on the FE. Now, of course, that FE is clearly used his repair kit. Ravvi tracks him again, takes some more damage out of the new Death Star. Shoots the FE215B 183. And of course, that's the tank that we think shot him with the AP round, but his tracks 80 shot. It didn't actually. Any damage he's actually copped is from the APCR round of the IS-7. All right, what are we doing? We're on Winterberg. We're winning 3-zip. Ravvi's on 1,356 hit points of damage. He's painted his tank to try and look as funny as he can. Must be some kind of competition on the Aussie server for that. Tracks the FV. Now the FV fixes his tracks and pulls back, not before getting blown away by the friendly FV4 005. 4-1's a score. Gets shot from behind from the IS-7. Moves around to try to get that FV again. Takes the FV down to 362 hit points. 5-1. Shoots the STB-1 yet again. He's still got 1,000 hit points up his sleeve. 2,659 damage done. This is fast and furious action on Winterberg. Puts another one into the STB-1. Round about this stage, he's thinking, if this works, I'll be sending this replay to Stewie. Thank you very much at Get On Board Studios. Not sure how he landed that one, but he certainly did. And looking for the final shot on the STB-1, and that bloke just wants to get the hell out of there because Ravvi's going to continue to clean up, putting some revenge shots into the side of the IS-7. Another shot, that shot tracks him as well. This is, gee, he certainly knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull from 1AR clan, looking towards the IS-7. Takes one look over his shoulder. He knows that FV4005 will certainly be thinking about trying to get him, and he knows that he's spotted because he can see these tacks straight away. Shoots and tracks the E4, bounces the shot from the IS7. That IS7 not having too much luck. Puts another shot into the E4. The Jagdpanzer E100 picks up the kill. 5,067 damage done, 1,089 assisted damage. There's the IS7, sets him on fire. Police, what are you doing, Ravvi? He's still burning. No automatic fire extinguisher in that bloke's tank. Leaves him on 76 hit points. That's unfortunate. Goes for the kill shot. Maybe a heat round could have confirmed that kill, but who knows. There's a mouse still to contend with. He's got heat rounds loaded for the mouse tank. 6,299 damage done, 1,165 assisted damage, 980 damage blocked. Just the artillery left, and the artillery is the T92 HMC. That's a newer version of the American Tier 10 artillery. The artillery shotguns the AMX M454, and that allows Ravvi, just like his name might imply, to get around the corner and seagull his second kill. Wow, I'm sure I missed something in that battle. That was pretty fast and furious action. Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull. Now that picture there is not reflective of what the tank looks like at all. Of course, he's wrapped that one up in Christmas paper and tried to make it look like a clown tank. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, fire for effect, high caliber. How fast and furious was that? 6,364 damage done. Bad luck for, what's his name? A handful of sunshine. Wow, that's beautiful. AMX, the M4, doing 4,000 damage. Unlucky not to survive. He had a pretty good game too, coming second to the Type 5 Heavy, of course. 1,351 base experience is enough for an ace in that 4-minute game. 6,364 damage up the front. Duking it out. Dukes of Hazzard style on what was it? Winterberg. Thank you very much, Ravvi and Skims, for the replay. Always a pleasure. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.